What's going on, guys? It's your boy Darth Eternal here with the latest Star Wars news. But before we do get into that, remember, hit the subscribe, like, and notification bell so you're always in the know. Also, go check out my last video as it was a good one, so give it a thumbs up as you watch. Let's start today's show because we have some big news today. Welcome back to the Eternal Sith Network, guys. So today we're going to be talking about Obi-Wan Kenobi Season 2 addressed by Deborah Chow recently. And originally it was conceived as a spin-off Star Wars film, but the project was then adjusted to a TV series. So Obi-Wan Kenobi finally premiered on Disney Plus in late May, as we know, during Star Wars Celebration, taking on the Jedi's mission to save a young Princess Leia. The series has proven to be successful, to some and to others not, but it's fine, as Obi-Wan Kenobi broke Disney Plus's streaming records and has earned generally a positive review from critics. During the buildup of Obi-Wan Kenobi's release, a point was made to bill the show as a limited series, implying it would only be a one-season show. However, the story takes place a full 9 years prior to the events of the original Star Wars trilogy, meaning there could still be a lot more ground to cover, detailing Obi-Wan's exile on Tatooine. As we know, Ewan McGregor recently expressed hope for a season 2 of the Kenobi series, and now his director opens up about the chances. And speaking with Radio Times, Chow discussed the chances of a season 2 happening, and this is what she had to say. You know, we always did conceive of this as a limited series, so it's not an adventure of the week sort of story. It's one big story with a beginning, middle, and an end. So I think this story was very much conceived to be shown as a standalone. I mean, there are of course more stories that you could tell. There's obviously another 10 years before we get A New Hope, and with a character like Obi-Wan Kenobi, I think even just watching him ride across the sand sometimes is interesting. So who knows? It's hard to say right now, but it was not the intention. Now, the trick would be coming up with a narrative that would make Obi-Wan Kenobi Season 2 worthwhile. Having Obi-Wan leave Tatooine again would potentially run the risk of repeating Season 1. Leia plays a main role because her safety is the only reason why Obi-Wan would leave Luke. As much fun as it would be to watch the young princess go on an adventure with the Jedi, it would be disappointing if hypothetical Obi-Wan Kenobi Season 2 tread similar grounds. Perhaps a new season could be entirely set on Tatooine, further fleshing out Obi-Wan's, dynamic with Uncle Owen as he tries to watch over Luke. There would also need to be a compelling arc for Kenobi's character. The show is already covering Kenobi coming to terms with the past failures and rediscovering his faith. Depending on how the finale goes, those threads could be satisfyingly wrapped up. And as Star Wars continues to expand with several other shows and movies in development, an argument can be made. It's time for the franchise to move past the legacy characters that have defined it from the beginning. One of the core criticisms, though, of the franchise Disney eras is Star Wars can bank too heavily on its nostalgia sometimes. While Obi-Wan Kenobi has done a great job bridging the gap between the prequel and the original trilogies, any continuation would probably be tapping into the love audiences have for those films, as we know that we love a great Kenobi series and we love Ewan McGregor and Hayden Christensen and seeing the original characters. It might be best for Lucasfilm possibly to tell new stories on screen and use other canon sources like the books, comics to fill any lingering gaps in the Kenobi series for the future. Although even Hayden Christensen thinks there's more Darth Vader stories to be told out there, so perhaps the creatives will think of something. Now, when I think of a season 2, and if we're gonna keep it on Tatooine, one of my thoughts that I've always talked about is possibly getting Cal Kestis maybe coming to Tatooine, talking about, since we just got Jedi Survivor, that character that actually is in that Bacta tank that it looks like is supposed to be an ancient Sith, and if he can gather Ewan McGregor to help him on this journey, basically eliminate this ancient Sith, that would be something that we've never seen before with Kenobi and Cal Kestis, and just overall with Kenobi tackling an ancient Sith. That would be sick to see in the series, because again, Jedi Survivor, the video game that comes out next year with Cal Kestis, is supposed to be around the time of the Kenobi series, which takes place 5 years after Jedi Fallen Order, which is 10 years down along the line when Kenobi takes place. So this would be a nice intertwining, little sequence to be seen in live action, as I would enjoy to see that, and I'll pay any money. But this time, maybe they don't have to do a Star Wars, Disney Plus series. They can do it in a movie theater, because I am dying to go back to the movies and watch a Star Wars movie with some popcorn, and I don't mind seeing Ewan McGregor on the big screen once again. But again, there's so many stories to be told. I mean, we've gotten so many Easter eggs or cameos from this series, just like we've seen like those Jedi in the tomb. You could talk about that. You can talk about so much. Even Quinlan Voss's name has been thrown out there. I mean, you still have the one scene where you have all those lightsabers and all the Jedi that have come past your beam, that have put their names on the wall. Again, there's so many stories to be told. Comment down below, what's the story of Kenobi that you would want to see play in live action? But anyway, guys, thank you so much for tuning in today. I had to get this news out to you guys. Stay tuned as I have another video out tomorrow. Remember, hit the subscribe, like, and notification bell so you're always in the know. And stay tuned again as I have another video out tomorrow. Thank you so much for tuning in today, guys. Later.